Oh! Yeah, that's a tight squeeze. So what's the story behind the car? How long did it sit?
It's been sitting since 2000. It's got 51,000 original miles on it.
03 on the sticker, yeah.
Yeah, he had some issues with it running, some fuel issues. He put 2 new fuel pumps in it and it didn't fix it, and then he put a new fuel distributor in it and it ran for a while, and then it died again, and he did some other stuff to it.
So on top of the fact that it's been sitting for 15, 16 years, it didn't run good at the time, plus on top of...
Yeah, for like a couple years, yeah, that's probably why it was still inspected, because I think he was still kind of running it, but not really.
Yeah.
He had it in dry storage for most of its life when he didn't use it. Never drove in the winter. He actually bought it from the wife of the Stratum Porsche dealership. His wife was driving it. The owner's wife was driving it.
Interior's nice.
The interior's really clean. Yeah. He had the centers redone because they were this and they got kind of worn, so he had them redone before he parked it. It does have a
lake in the front.
Yeah. Well, now it's a skating rink, but the battery tray's right underneath there, and it has a hole in it, so when it rains, the water goes straight down the windshield and into that hole. But other than that, the interior's
what year is it?
It's an 82.
You want to see what you paid for it?
$350.
Not bad. It's got that in seats.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Steering wheel too.
All right, let's see if we can bring it back to life. But first, the brakes are all locked up. You gotta try to free the brakes up and get it off the trailer and into the garage. It's a little bit more comfortable to work on. Free the frozen wheels, and it freed itself. All right. You know the back's not gonna be that easy. Why do they look like Super Beetle brake drums?
I think they are.
Yeah.
It's a whole Beetle rear end. This is all Beetle, except for this.
That's gonna take a little while.
PB blasting.
Take the 36 out of the middle. What do you think the chances are that the brake adjusters can get backed off? Something to pry against.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you got it, was the emergency brake on or no? Did you turn it off? Because it's off now. But
no, I don't think it was on.
Right.
No.
He's moving. I concentrate more on the outer edge. There you go. You can get in there.
I'm gonna mess up the paint.
Try going the other way. Torque it so it goes up. There you go.
That's a mud flat. That's a Porsche mud flat, right?
Just trying. It's about 10 pounds lighter already.
Wow, there's a lot of crud coming out of there.
We're getting it. About 3 or 4 more hours.
At least the transmission's not locked up.
That might be why it's only moving so far too, maybe.
Sorry.
There it goes.
It's like stuck, right? Something's stuck. It's only going so far, doesn't it feel like it? Stopping.
The shifter is stuck. You want to shoot some lube in there? You got it's all got to come apart and get done anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't think you're hurting anything. Probably shoot it in through the lug nut, put some.
New England brake job. Think people in California have to do this?
They don't have the enjoyment of.
Right here, look.
Should we be breathing all that in?
Yeah, definitely. Asbestos.
It's only poisonous in California.
That's true. But they don't have this problem.
Most stuff is. It's almost good enough to roll off the trailer. I think you get the idea.
Yeah, I think they driving. All right, we're right there. No, he left it outside for 3 years.
Oh, that'll happen in 3 years?
You should have seen where it was sitting there.
Yeah.
It was, the bottom of the car was literally on the ground. I had to dig out to get underneath it to hitch up to it.
How high do you want to go up? Do you want to look underneath it first, you think, or?
Trying to see what's going on with the linkage. It's gotta be the linkage, the transmission's not running.
Trans is in the back of this?
Yeah. It's like a 944. Well, there's the problem.
Yeah, she definitely got some corrosion going on there,
A
huh?
little bit, huh?
Where is the linkage on this?
Right up here.
Oh yeah.
Right here. And it comes right back to here. So the rod goes right through here, goes up to the shifter.
You think it's?
I don't know what's going on with it. I lubed it all up there. I took that apart up there.
Took the boot off and.
Yeah, and sprayed down in there.
Can you? Does the shifter move at all? Is it just like?
Doesn't move.
At all?
Nothing.
So I think it's probably up front then. I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. Or it's in the shift of the line itself. Because these are wicked. These are super corroded. I sprayed them.
But you would think you would have some play. You know, if the front was free, we think it would wiggle a little bit.
I haven't encountered one like that before, so I mean. Yeah, I can see that one's going backwards, so it's not in the training.
Your ice is thawing out.
Yes. I've been meaning to drill a hole in that.
You try wiggling it around.
I have.
That's all bound.
Yeah, if I can whack it a few times, maybe even put a pry bar up in there and get it to move.
Little DNA coming out.
It actually didn't work.
Yeah. Now that you said that, the next one. There's a mouse nest up there, or a raccoon, or?
No, it's in my mouth. I think there's a nest up there.
Yeah, some acorns. Moldy acorns.
Sweet.
Probably a squirrel. Is he still up in there?
Maybe.
Yeah, looking kind of There was a snake in here. There's a snake skin on the.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
There he is. Yeah, wherever you find rodents, snakes will come after.
Oh wow, that's cool. I've never found a snake skin in the car.
Well, you got to cross that off your list. As long as we don't find a live one, I'm good. Just saying. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not. Ooh, here she goes. Do you want to go back? You might want to put a little. If it's really screwed, we'll oil the cylinders.
Yeah, I might have to. Might be a little bit of a ridge.
That's the belt.
No,
Look at it.
it's the belt.
Your alternator's locked up.
Yeah, the belt's stuck. It'll move. It's just.
You just want to cut that belt off of there,
belt.
maybe?
It's the belt. Yeah.
That was one moist location where this thing was sitting.
Yeah, it was sitting in the ground. The car was right. I mean, you can see on the wheel, it was right. I mean, it was sitting right in the. I mean, it was 6, 7 inches in the ground.
So it's sitting on the chassis.
Yeah. I think we reuse this belt.
Put a stitch kit in it.
2 of them. Yeah. Meet you over there.
Yeah, I'm out of.
Yeah, the elevator's probably locked up. Yep. The water pump's not.
Will that socket fit on the alternator?
Probably a 21.
I don't like that sound. Is there anything else? Is there another pulley on it, or is that the only one?
That's it.
Yee. Which way's the chain? Is this one of the ones you can't turn back to?
This is the timing belt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's stuff just stuck in the pulley.
Just rust coming out of it, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Try going around the other way. What if you have the valve hung up? I wouldn't push it. We may want to oil the cylinders.
Yeah, I think we should oil it.
Actually, we could, how hard is it to get the valve cover off?
Not that hard.
We could probably look at it and make sure that they're all coming back up.
Yeah.
All right. What did you decide for a name? Nice paint. Pigpen?
Yeah. Big pen.
Yeah, shit brown. They could just live. Yeah, she's had some critters in it. Throttle body's stuck.
Yeah, everything's stuck.
Yeah.
I want to go get a case of the WD-40 and CD blast.
We get a pool of it. We'll just drive the car and.
Yeah.
Man, this thing got rusty fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't take much. I mean.
Oh, you just popped the oil cap off?
Yes. Looks alright in there. It's super clean in there, actually. Like really clean. There's no corrosion on that at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Look at the backside of the cap.
I wouldn't expect a valve to be hung up in that. That looks pretty good.
I mean, it just could be crud stuck in the pulley.
Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, your timing belt area does not look that appetizing. We get that. Probably take that cover off the front, maybe.
Yeah, we could. It could be this.
No wonder why the belt wouldn't come out.
Yeah. Ready? Oops. The cooling duct for the alternator.
It's got a cooling air supplies to the alternator?
backside of the alternator.
No
yeah.
kidding, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's weird.
I guess they run really hot.
I guess so. Then they use VW Bug air.
Yeah. Air cooled alternator.
Couldn't get all the air cooled out of a VW. What do you want to do? We want to pop this cover off and take a peek at the belt setup?
We should look at that and turn it over that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the horsepower on these?
I think just over 100, some like 100, 110, and not very much. Yeah, they were. It's actually an Audi engine.
Is it?
Yep. This would be like in an Audi like 4000, Audi 5000, the early 80s.
Audi 5000. That's not a 5-cylinder.
Some of them were. This is this is the Audi like 4000 or Audi 100 or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is. Yeah, you're right on that though. Some of them were 5, but the early Audis were 4 cylinders. This would be like a non-all-wheel drive.
I wonder if you could put a 5-cylinder in here if it's the same.
You can, yeah. I was thinking about doing like a 20-foot. Sorry. Yes, you could.
Watch out for that snake.
Snakes don't bother me.
Dead ones don't bother me. The live ones, on the other hand, do.
Should that be getting tighter?
There's probably a nut by the tailpipe that's spinning the other direction. 16 foot of threaded rod. Why is the habit, like I do the same thing too, you always leave the hardest one to last because you don't want to deal with it, but then you have to deal with it when everything's flopping around and...
Yeah.
Got an air ratchet?
Yep.
But you're committed now, and
I'm committed. I don't think
you're at that halfway point, whether it's going to be...
Might snap off. It's okay. It's
I'll trade places with you.
Yeah, trade places with you. A little bit of rust. I bet that's ugly in there.
Nothing.
Mm.
Hopefully it didn't have water in it. That would suck.
That would be your noise. That would be the noise.
True. You will be putting a 5-cylinder in it.
Yeah.
Were any of those carbureted, or were they all fuel injected?
The 5 cylinders?
Yeah.
They're all fuel injected. I guess this is new.
Yeah. Let's see what we got for critters in here.
Yeah, I want to see your box also. Presents.
Got no air cleaner. One way to keep the critters out, I guess. How you making out?
Well, if we notice how fine the threads are, how long the bolt is.
I think somebody popped the air cleaner out of it. They had a nest or something in it, and like mud in the bottom of it.
Ready?
Are you ready? That's the question.
Freedom. Come on. I know you wanna.
That's right. It'll look good on fast forward.
Someone's gonna comment and be like, no, pull it out.
Yeah. Don't you know you gotta pull the bottle off out of the way first? Is it rubbing on something, or you just
I can see where it's hitting. It's hitting right down here.
right down there?
Right down here where my thumb is.
You put the cover back in completely, and then pull the bottom out first, maybe?
I tried that. It hits the pulley.
Yeah.
It's gonna come past that. There we go.
Yay!
I win.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that timing belt idler is.
I think it's the idler that's making
Locked
the
up.
noise. Yeah, it's locked up. Oh, it's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should get the ratchet on here instead of. Get a ratchet.
Maybe just enough room not to get a click, right?
Yeah. It's an 84 tooth. It should get a click.
Let's turn it. Let's go take an air gun. We'll pull all that crap out of there, and we'll so we don't push all the dirt back up into it again. All right, we'll pull the plugs too. We'll shoot some oil down it. You wanna?
Yeah.
We're gonna rotate it and try to blow some more crap out of the belt, just so we don't get any debris going around and making it jump a tooth.
You hear that?
Yeah. Is that just air squeezing out, like in the cylinder? Hard hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe we should pop the belt cover off. What do you think?
I hear something back here. Listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back here.
Maybe one of the cylinders are hydrolocked or something with fuel or water. Hope it's not water. At least it turns though. Yeah, it don't go any further.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. So I'll back it off a little bit and see.
Yeah, we gotta pull the plugs. See what's going on. There. Tap on it a little bit maybe, or
Right up.
is it?
Yeah.
Gasket's like half on one and half on the other.
The gasket's like plastic. That looks very clean.
That's a good sign. Yeah, the size of the thickness of the cam is like, thing's beefy, huh?
They say these engines are bulletproof.
It looks it. They feel like a
they're
tank.
built like they're way overbuilt.
The size of the
Industrial engine.
to adjust it, would he put shims in a cam? You put like shims in a bucket for adjusting the.
Must.
Got a bunch of dust on there too.
That looks super clean. There's
Yeah.
hardly any wear on it.
You want to rock that back and forth though, and we'll see what's.
Yes, it sounds
On that
like
last
it's
cylinder?
back here. I want to get that in there. Wow, that's
I wonder if the distributor maybe is not. We should pop the cap off and see if it moved
yeah.
pretty far though. You went like 270 degrees, right?
yeah. Yeah, probably. What is this?
It still could be the distributor not wanting to go all the way around too, maybe
It was
through that.
from back here.
Yeah, maybe it's in there. Might as well pop the cap off. Why not? Trying to figure out what that metal container thing is. I'm thinking it's maybe battery for the alarm. Yeah. Car's got a Chapman alarm in it, so might have something to do with that.
Chapman.
Chapman. It's a rattler. I wonder if it's the motion detector. If you hit the car, that's what it is. Ha! Figure it out.
You're right.
Curious. Let's go see what's inside. Even that's rotted out. It literally rusted apart. So you pop the cap off, and it's only half a rotor.
And it's cracked right back here.
But do you think, what I'm saying is that when I took that off, did it fall off? Or was it already kind of just like laying in the cap, you think?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
That'd be funny if that was what the run issue was
Yeah.
all along. That's like baked.
That thing looks crispy.
Yeah. See, get some pliers or something, rip that off of there. That might have been what was making the noise. It was going around. It was just kind of maybe growling into the cap.
Get that metal piece off of there.
The ground shield. See if there's any witness marks. I don't see anything like it was smashing into something.
Spark plugs are super clean.
I can't say the same about the cap. Cap's got like carbon marks going across it too.
That's terrible.
That thing was arcing like crazy.
Yeah, I bet it was snapped. That's why it was.
Yeah.
The backside of this has a huge crack in it, and then it's missing the.
It's actually burned. The electrode is burned right off of it. So it was trying to jump, spark right across.
Yeah.
I bet
That's
you
why
that,
it's all black inside.
I bet you that was the run issue.
Yeah.
There's always something that it stopped for. Something like a $2 part. So we're going to continue to pull the rest of the plugs out. He's got one out already that we kind of suspect where the noise was. We're thinking that whatever cylinder had the intake or exhaust valve open, because this thing is just so rusty everywhere around, that the top, that cylinder that was, you know, probably down has some rust on it. So we're just going to pull all the plugs, shoot some oil in there, and try to rock it back and forth so we can get a full spin out of it. And once we get that, we'll hook us, see if I get power to it, hook the starter up and see if the starter will work and spin the engine.
That way a little bit. Yeah. Thanks.
Hold the light for me.
Alright. Get in there. Let me see this. I didn't mean to take your job doing. Find your home. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Is this gonna work?
Now that the can's leaning, it won't pump.
It's pumping. Oh yeah, it's pumping.
Got 3 more to go.
It's stuck in there.
Plenty of room. Is that thing pretty full or is it almost empty?
It's pretty full. It's half full.
A rag up into it. You can see it that way. I can see the rotor too. Plus, you got no compression drag on you anymore.
It is the rotor. That's not even moving.
Yeah, keep going. Don't. If it's really bad, don't.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
Yeah, you want to try going back?
See, now it's doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah, the distributor, the whole distributor's moving. Distributor's bound up.
Yep.
That's what went earlier. Is that a Beetle distributor?
Oh, it's stuck again.
I think I have to pull that distributor right off the end of it.
We are. Oh, it's held in the exact same way as a Beetle.
I think it is a Beetle one. It looks like
It looks exactly the same.
good. Well, at least we'll have one to go put in it. I'll mark it real quick where
Yep.
before we yank up on it, just to kind of.
Where's that Sharpie I handed you?
Good question. Might be on the bench over there with the. Yeah, he's got it. Maybe we just mark the cylinder head to there. Yeah, that's good.
I'll just mark this too.
Now you got 2 marks. You won't know which one you
I
were
know,
doing.
I mean, I like this one, the big one.
There's a joke there somewhere.
That's great. Can't get your wrench out.
Do you need to? Just lift right up on the whole thing. Oh, no, that's a good sign. Hopefully it's just a distributor that's seized and not the whatever makes that funky angle drive off that camshaft.
Yeah. I doubt there's something inside seized.
I'm just afraid like whatever popped or broke is on the distributor side of things.
Well, that's annoying. The nut didn't come off the end.
The stud pulled up.
Yeah.
You got enough room to pull the whole thing up though?
Apparently, yes. But
Now you should have room to get the wrench off.
yeah.
Right?
And the
Watch.
stud.
Just watch it doesn't go down in the galley
I
there.
got it off.
Out she comes. All right, took all the wires off of it. You got it back. Yeah, retard. Retard.
What'd you call me?
The vacuum retard. You are the vacuum retard. You see anything that broke on it? Does it turn?
It's seized.
Look at the crap coming out of it. Well, hopefully the part that's in the car is okay. Get in with your mirror, maybe.
You should be able to see in from over there, right?
Yeah. I think what it was doing, it was just, it literally lifted the distributor up
'Cause it was
out of there.
locked,
Yeah, yeah. Because it's got just a gear on the end. You want to try rotating it now?
Yeah, I bet it rotates much better.
You're right. There you go.
Oh, it's still.
Still stuck?
Yeah.
You get more than one issue then. Man, I think this thing was parked in like a greenhouse or something.
Stuck again, right there. Something stuck.
I would say probably piston then, because I don't see anything there that's going to be your issue. I think it's just one of the issues.
Strange.
Are the valves popping back up?
Yeah, everything's moving. None of those are stuck. There's some rust on them right now when you blow out of there, but.
I don't know, maybe do you want to go underneath? We'll lift it up and from underneath we'll like when it hits the stop, is it a dead stop or is it like slow down and kind of like
It's pretty hard stop. I might be able to do it from down below and just get it.
you work it back and forth some a
Yeah.
little bit?
Yeah, I don't want to score anything in here though. There's some metal in there. See it?
You want to blow all that shit out, put the rags on there, maybe we'll dribble some oil on that cam
Yeah.
while it's off. We'll moisten
Yep.
moisten it with Earl.
Earl.
So we're turning it, and you can hear back by the clutch. Actually sounds like in the oil pan. It sounds like mouse. I'd still crack all that open, yeah. What's the matter? Did you eat something? I wonder if there's a nest in there. We're gonna find out. Was it, how much hardware is holding it?
Just this one screw,
Okay.
and then it's just two little tabs that.
What do you need?
There was a screwdriver.
What do you need?
Flathead screwdriver. There it is. This is where the snake is.
Yeah, right? It's all wrapped up around there. Is it full of crap?
Pretty, yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty corroded.
This thing looks like it was underwater.
I know, doesn't it?
It makes the Porsche look good. Yeah, look at all the crap that's...
You mean mine?
Yes, you.
Mine was underwater, it didn't look that bad.
You want to try turning that breaker bar again and see what...
Yeah, see what we got?
It does sound like it's kind of coming back from back here. Let's take an air gun, maybe we'll blow that crap that's in there. You want to go? Did it free up? You still hitting or no?
Just pretty. It's hitting the same spot.
Go, let's mark this. Go all the way around the other way until you stop again.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you can keep going that way. See where we stopped you for.
Full rotation. Right there.
That's not even a full rotation, is it?
I think it is.
We'll mark it with a Sharpie and we'll spin it around and see what we get. Yeah, don't you mark that? You want to turn it now and see how far we go the other direction? No, we're not even close. That's 180 maybe?
Well, that wouldn't make sense if it was something inside the engine, would it?
Yeah, because you would think the crank, well, that's the, so that's the piston just going from bottom to top. But you would think that if it was stuck.
It would do a whole rotation, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Well, yeah, like so if it's hitting a valve, I would, yeah, true.
But they're all going up and down. We see it in the head.
Yeah. Is that the bucket just going up and down, or is the valve being stuck in the down position and the spring in the bucket is coming up? I don't know how that's kind of built in there, you know?
Yeah.
Let's, I don't know, maybe we take the cam belt off and we'll see if the cam kind of spins all the way around and or the crank and see if we can change positions and that kind of thing.
Timing belt?
Or we'll go find the timing.
Yeah, we can try to
We're just trying to isolate what.
Yeah. What's stuck?
Yeah. So we found that it only rotates, the crank can only rotate 180 degrees and it stops. So we're thinking possibly the engine was blown and it's got a rod that is kind of like just kind of clanking on each side of it. Not sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a screwdriver down each spark plug hole and rock it back and forth and just make sure each piston is moving up and down. We can kind of eliminate that. If all those are moving, then we know the motor didn't blow up and it's either maybe valves are stuck underneath the springs, we're not seeing it, that they're not popping up, or something in the clutch or the bell housing is not allowing it to turn all the way around. It's just weird that it's 180. Usually, like if it's hitting a valve, it'll do like 340 degrees. The piston will come up, can't make it. You go all the way down and around and come up the other side and it hits. So we're just not sure what's happening. So we're gonna go try that and see, make sure each piston is still moving. Yeah.
I should probably use the ratchet.
Yeah. I felt that one move.
Oh, you felt the cylinder move?
Yeah, I just want to confirm it though a little bit more. All right, that one's good. Okay. That one's good.
I think it's something to do with the driveline.
Let's get in the hole. Get me my rubber hose in the hole. Come on. Maybe if you spin it around long enough, it'll drop in. See that
Is that how you
Yeah, that's how I do it.
All
Yeah.
right.
I learned by trial by fire. Go ahead. That one's moving. Okay. Hold on. Go ahead. There it goes. Okay. Good. That was that bottom dead center, so it wasn't doing anything for a
did it
second.
move?
Yeah, but it was that
So
bottom.
they all moved?
Yeah, they all moved. So that's
So
good.
it's not a...
Good. I say we maybe we'll mark the timing and try to separate the cam from the crank and see if we can isolate top end, bottom end, maybe?
Yeah, so we need, did you check, so was it top dead center? Do you want to?
I don't know where it is. I just know each
Yeah, but
piston's
that's number one. So,
I think it's probably bottom dead center. I'm not sure.
oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
Because I can't see a dot on this.
Well, the
Oh, wait,
lobes.
I found the dot. I think I found the dot. Yeah, I think it's right here. I think that's it.
You want? Yeah, there is. You want to take a wire wheel? We'll just kind of clean all this crap off of it.
Yeah.
All right. So, all the cylinders pistons seem to be going up and down, so you know it did blow up. We rotate back and forth. We can see each valve traveling and moving up and down, except for when you get to this cylinder. In this cylinder, when this cam hits here, it stops, and when, like right now, it's stopped against this one. So possibly this cylinder has a bunch of moisture in it, and neither one of these valves want to move, is what our guess is. We're thinking maybe if we take the belt off and we rotate the crank, if we can get the crank to go all the way around, it's gonna be kind of tricky because it's you sure it's an interference? You're not sure?
I'm pretty sure it is.
So we may have other valves that want to hit, but if we can get past 180 on the crank, then we know that it's this cylinder that the valves do not want to move in, is kind of where we are right now. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take the belt off and actually going to rotate the cam. If the cam stops on both of those, then we know that it's this cylinder's kind of binding up on us. Hate when that happens.
You're right, it was a 26 and a half.
It's metric standard. It's imperial. What is it, British standard? What's the...
British standard. Time? What? British standard, what?
Exactly.
There we go. That should be good enough. One good enough.
Everything's so firm.
You know everything's rusted. It's not going to wiggle. Just take it right off.
Take the belt right off?
Now take that pulley right off then. If that
Oh, I was just gonna take the whole belt right off.
Did it rotate for you?
Yeah.
To give slack? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
Man, that's on there.
It's Morgan Fairchild.
I'm just gonna take it right off.
I think I heard that someplace.
Take it off. There you go.
How's that feel? Watch that. Not all that great, but that wasn't what was causing our issue. Oh man.
Wow. Maybe it's that.
What a rusty car.
It'd be funny if it was that.
No, but it kind of went. We're gonna find out right now. So it ain't that.
Oh, it went, didn't it?
It went past it, yeah. Yeah. Let's put it right. Let's go see if we can do a 360 with the cam.
Still not hit anything.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna damage anything as long as you're gingerly about it. 19 millimeter, it looks like. You got a wrench?
Yeah, I just thought I probably had it after.
You chose wisely, sir.
Yeah.
Everything's working.
Keep going all around. Let's do it complete. All right.
That's where she was. That's where she was sitting. Well, I think it was a little farther back. I think it was.
Where's the dot that we put on it?
There you go. Yep.
You want to spin the bottom now and see what hits on the bottom?
Yeah.
If we're still in the same issue?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't go any further from right here, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Go all the way around. Now you're hitting, huh?
Hitting something.
Okay. Could be a valve, so now rotate the cam. Let's rotate that cam. Because you're probably up against the valve, right?
Yep.
Now see if the bottom will move. No?
No.
Okay. Rotate back the other way on the crank. And actually, You want to go one more click maybe on the cam a little further just to
Which way?
Whatever way I was going. I think it was that way.
We were going that towards.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, so that should definitely be not. It's 180 up from where it was. Still hitting a wall, right?
Yeah.
Go back. Let's go backwards and see if we're still at 180. It won't turn. About 180, right? Still
Yep.
the same thing?
Yep.
All right. Clutch, you think? Or
I think something in the driveline. That's what I think. I think it's something to do with that clutch being snapped like that. I think something's stuck in there.
so you think it's not stuck in neutral? Well, it has to be stuck in neutral
It's in neutral,
yeah.
but I think something in the, I think there's something stuck in there. Up in there. Up in there. Up in here. Up in here. I'm gonna make me lose my mind. I'll act a fool.
Because if it dropped the valve, it still would not. It would still move more than 180. Mm-hmm. It would still be like that, like you know
You
that.
hear something too,
Yeah, it'd be like that 340.
I don't hear any internal noises. I don't hear anything that's other than that squeak we were hearing that went away.
Yeah. I know we got to ponder. Let's ponder. What do you guys think?
I think we should ponder.
All right, we'll ponder.
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 Boss is here. You gonna go fix it? You gonna point to the problem?
That's the problem, right?
You get my garage dirty. Wants nothing of it at all.
Well,
You want a cookie? Want a biscuit? You snack?
hold up. Where are the turkeys? Go get those turkeys. Where are those turkeys?
Don't jump on me.
Where are they? Where are the turkeys? They're over there. Go get them. Go get those turkeys. Go get them. Go get them.
The battle plan now is we're going to rotate the cam so that we know the valves are closed in each one of them. As long as we're going to shoot air into each cylinder, as long as we don't hear air coming out of the intake or the exhaust, we're going to know that all the valves are shut and then we're not hitting the valves. Just not sure what's happening if a valve is two are stuck in the down position.
Ready?
Yep. The fuck was that?
This right here.
Oh, I turned the cylinder over.
I guess it's sealed.
That one's good.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Have you?
I've done it when I was trying. I forget what I was trying to do once before. I was doing valve stem seals.
Wow.
And you put pressure in it so the valve doesn't pop down.
Got good compression in that one.
Yeah, that one won't leak. So we already checked this one.
Yep.
It's not leaking through. We just checked this one. The valves are up on that one. We do
Definitely not leaking.
do the last two. That was good. I hope I caught all that. Schwap.
That was crazy.
You almost gave him a hard time.
And
Maybe
take out
I
the
loosened something up.
and take out the bottle. That's good.
Lucky your hand wasn't there.
Right. So I'll turn it over so that cylinder is. All right, that should be good. And we took the ratchet off so it could spin but not kill us.
Spun.
That sounds good. That one's fine too.
Yeah.
One more. Some of you are probably saying, why can't you see that the valves are all the way up? It's hard to tell, and I'm just not familiar with this style. None of us are. You can see the springs down underneath, but you can't see the top of the valve. So I don't know if just that cap is up all the way. And it also seems like there's a fairly large gap between the cam lobe and the bucket that's underneath it. So we're just not sure. So this is just being definitive that the valves are closed, that we're not smacking into a valve is what we're doing. Process of elimination. Now you are. Fire in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go air pressure up?
You turn the motor over.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, cylinder head's fine.
Yep.
And the pistons all go up and down. We just hit a wall.
That'd be drive lines. Issue. Clutch maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt the oil pump or something's frozen.
Nah, yeah, I don't see any of that. But so the clutch pedal is pushed all the way down and it's stuck to the floor.
Yeah. I wonder if something snapped. The clutch is engaged.
Clutch is engaged. Clutch is down or up. We don't know. We don't know what's wrong with it.
No, the clutch is fully engaged right now. Something in there broke. It's pushed all the way in.
So I guess we should probably go back up in the air and we'll start trying to see if we can get the thing to move back.
Yeah.
Not that normally that wouldn't make any difference though, because
Unless there's something broken there and stuck.
true.
You know what I mean? Like if it, you know,
Yeah, if something
one of
broke
the
off
springs
or
came out and stick it in there and it
Yeah.
spins around and gets stuck.
true. Okay.
Yeah.
You mean you go in it and back off at the same time?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back off. I'll go backwards. I can hear it back there.
Yeah. You got it.
Going all the way around. Yeah, there's the clutch.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
You know what it is? I bet you when we hit the air,
The air. knocked
it pushed it through.
Yeah. Now it's
Good.
There we go. We're free.
Well, that was a pain in the ass, but at least it's got to come apart anyway. Cause
I had I can't do this without a time belt anyways.
and you can see the throwout bearing there is pushed all the way forward and stuck forward. So that's got to come apart to get fixed anyway.
Unless it's maybe it's because the clutch.
Arm is frozen. You think?
I wonder if we can move that. There's a car bar.
You want to push up on that? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to push up on it, see if it moves back.
Okay. Yeah, that arm right there. Good point.
I need this. Here.
Yeah, right there. You got to push. Did you get it? You engage safety sequence.
Oh yeah, that's frozen pretty good.
You want to just put the lever on it, just whack up on it with a hammer. It's got to go up, right? Yeah, it's got to go up.
There's a little notch in it. Maybe I can get it to. Yeah, it's not moving.
Can you get it from the top and hit down on it?
Down? Oh wait, it goes
Yeah.
down, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Because it's got to go back.
Is that moving?
We could probably get that from the top and tap down on it.
Yeah.
But in either event, at least the engine's spinning up all the way around. We actually put the belt back on.
Yeah, I mean we can figure out where it needs to go. Yeah.
But now that everything spins. Yeah, that was easy.
Just need to blow air in the engine. Problem solved for everything now. You have a problem with your engine? Just blow some air in.
All right. That's the flooded Porsche. It's recovered quite nicely. It's got tires on it. And everything's worked out pretty good. And after the injectors were replaced, it's run smooth. Got about 1,000, roughly about 1,000 miles on it. And this is the idea with the other Porsches to do something like this. This one's got a lift kit, 3 inches, running 31-inch tires. Have a rally setup. So that's the plan. So they're going to work on finding the timing marks, putting the timing belt back on. I'm going to see if there's any chance in hell of getting this distributor to free up. Okay, move forward from there. Ain't coming out that way, that's for sure. Try it. That way it's definitely peened over. I don't think that's going to come apart. Fortunately, I think this thing might be DOA. I don't think it's going to have the capacity of coming back. Just shove the whole thing in an ultrasonic cleaner. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to recover. Just gonna have to go chase one of those. So from the top, I was able to get a pry bar down in there and hit it with a hammer, and the clutch retracted back, and the pedal is back up on the inside of it. So now the clutch is in its normal resting spot. Did it get caught up when the engine spun?
Yeah. It came out of its hole. I might have a better one than that one actually over here on that car.
What, tensioner? You probably got the old belt too, right? You changed the timing belt on the another car outside. It's the same setup. Got some extra parts left over.
Should spin, like spin.
Nothing wrong with that. Matches the rest of the car. So we got it all back together. We're just going to spin it around, make sure it does. Make sure it goes 360. And if that's the case, we can try hooking power to it and see if we can get any of the starter and things to work yet.
We went 360.
Yay! You got smoke at the battery terminal. That's all.
That's it, it's just a connector.
Oh, it's that little tiny wire.
Yep. I see that coming from there. All right.
You want to try it? You can try it?
Well, I'm just saying, we got lights.
Yeah, give it a bump with the key. See what
I think
happens.
something fried. Lights were on, they're not on anymore.
I turned the pack on and off.
Oh, it's off right now?
It's on. Bump the key. See what happens. I'll wiggle the.
Lights off. Whatever this fried something.
It could be the
Just put the
terminal.
CD out of the CD player.
Yeah,
Oh,
bump.
something's cooking. I
Turn-
can smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, undo that.
Oh yes, I smell rubber.
Something's cooked. There's no power now. There was power, there's no power now.
It's this little tiny white wire.
Yeah, but there was power, there's no power now.
Yeah, but it was smoking, and I moved it.
I know, I'm just saying there's no power now.
How about now?
No.
There's no power right now. There was power, but there's no power now. So whatever melted has no, it affected the power.
Here it is.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, grab that CD.
CD player, the radio's
It's on. It's on. Grab that
It's on
CD
now.
out of there.
Why?
It's all those shitty wires on the end.
Oh, I see what it is.
Go ahead.
He was live.
Diva's liar.
You want to see the bumps over?
Yeah. The headlights just came on.
Nothing.
It's got some noises going on here.
Your headlights are flickering. Let's take that hot lead on the plug, take it all apart and clean it up. It's all those little red wires that were on it. I'm jumped on them right now. Your headlights are coming on though.
Yeah, but they weren't going up.
Are they vacuum or electric?
Oh, you still have power on.
Yeah, power's still hooked up.
It might be the starter too.
Come get up on my occasion.
I don't know if that's...
Who owned this car? Turn the beat around. You want to see if anything happens?
We got lights?
Yep, you got parking lights.
Lights though.
They lit up earlier.
I think the key has a new condition.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, they come on, but they don't flip up. You cranking it, nothing?
No.
Clutch, does the clutch have an interlock on it?
Mm-hmm.
Any other kind of funky things on this car? You remember on the other one?
Nope.
No button on it. Yeah, actually you gotta push.
Engine working?
Mm-mm.
We could try, we could try jumping the starter. I don't know if you need a key on or off. Leave it on, it's not gonna hurt anything. It's not even, you got a trigger in it.
Oh.
Uh-huh. It's playing tunes. No tunes.
Yeah.
He's not exactly, you know, walk out to the body before I walk out to. Must be fun putting a starter in this thing too. How do you get to that top bolt?
Friend with a skinny hand.
Right? Yeah. I don't see a way to get across. I wonder if we can take a test light, because usually we got power coming down to it. Well, actually, would we have to be in the crank position to, for the big, I don't know if it's,
I can't see what you're looking at. So. It could be something with that alarm, maybe.
the lockout thing.
Yeah.
There was so much corrosion around the bottom terminal that I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is. If you look right through here and look at the little red wire going down, you can see it's just nothing but a big ball of
Oh, I see it.
rust. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think,
Yep. That's probably the culprit.
yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this is like aging fairly.
Just saying that Mustangs are much more easy to work on.
He didn't know.
They start much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But he
Well, guys, unfortunately, it's dead. We're calling it for the night anyway. Starter, it's hard to get to. You can't have access to the wires on the back of it, and they're all corroded. Probably the starter is no good. It seems like anything that is a motor of sorts in this thing does not want to spin. The alternator's locked up, and you know all the corrosion that it has, that we're probably figuring the starter is just junk also. So he's not sure what's going to happen with it. Might be a parts car. We may move further along with it, and then I'll film from then. But if not, he'll turn it into a shed of sorts.
Hey, but the radio still works.
But the radio still works. All right, guys. With that, I'm going to go sign off. Thanks for hanging out in the garage with us and just playing around with some rusty junk. Literally rusty junk. And see you on the next one. Later. You guys remember this thing? We did a video on it a long time ago. It's not a home built. It's actually made that way. It's a little bugger. It's coming in. It's got to get an engine set up in it and a bunch of metal fabrication work. That's something different, huh? Sun out of your eyes.